watch, pray. For we do not know what hour the Son of God will return. Prophecy, New World Order, terrorism, economic collapse, wars, pandemics, Israel. When they say peace, then cometh sudden destruction. Volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, signs in the heavens. Keep up with world news and events you hear on GJRB's News on the Hour. Go to End Time Headlines at www.endtimeheadlines.org. With a lot of chaos happening, keep in touch with End Time Headlines and GJRB.
The mainstream media is not telling you the truth. They have their own agenda. At GJRB, I have mine, telling you what's really going on with sources like End Time Headlines, InfoWars, Coast to Coast AM, and most importantly, CBN News, keeping you on top of what's happening at the top and bottom of each hour during the Gary Russin program. I'll give you the news and analysis of what I think with Gary J's News and Comment. Get the real news, true news, news that's not in the mainstream on GJRB.
And you're listening to GJRB Online on Spreaker. I'm Gary J. Russell. Hope you're having a great afternoon. We got some great question rock here as we get back on the air. Brand new programming schedule, brand new season of GJRB. And glad you could be back with us. And new programming for the fall season. And I'll be mentioning those later. I got some schedule adjustments to talk with you. And we'll get to those as well. And let's see. A lot of other stuff. Let's see. Look. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we're going to do a national weather story here. I don't know if we're going to get to that. I want to try to get the national weather story here. Let's see if I can get it here. And okay, here we go. All right. Before we get into anything as far as that is concerned, let's do weather on the fives. And we'll do a quick news summary here for you on GJRB. Yeah, and we're eyeing the storm. Give it eye. Yeah, we get the eye on the storm here. Hurricane Matthew is turning up in the Caribbean now, and they're saying it could impact the United States this week. As a matter of fact, the Florida governor has already declared a national emergency and telling people to evacuate. It's going to impact Florida's East Coast this week. This is right now in the Northern Caribbean. I'm not sure exactly when it's going to hit landfall, but in Florida, I'm looking at the traces on the map, and it looks like the red zone, even a rundown as to when this storm's going to come. But for you people listening in Florida, beware. It's hitting your area. So I would suggest that you start planning on getting things together, because the storm's going to hit. It's not going to be pretty. And they're saying this storm is just as bad as Hurricane Andrew was. And so we got to be aware of that. It's going to be an interesting storm. And I'll keep an eye out for you here on GJRB. On GJRB's online's Weather on the Fives, Eye on the Storm. A little pylon hurricanes and stuff like that. So I'll keep an eye on that right for you and let you know how the passage of that storm. And then tentatively next week on Tuesday, we're going to do the Gary Russin program here on GJRB Online live. And it's going to do it Tuesday the 11th, but I think I'm going to push it up a day and do it Wednesday at 3 o'clock Central Time. Okay, we'll start off with news and comment, and we'll have a wide open semi-freestyle show, and got a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff has gone on since the last time we did a Gary Russin program, so I will be having a Gary Russin program coming up here on GJRB, and I'll let you know exactly follow that storm, and we'll talk about what's going on in the weather. So keep an eye on that. It's next week, Wednesday, 3 o'clock Central. Okay, it was going to be on Tuesday, but I moved it over to Wednesday. Okay, 3 o'clock Central, right here on GJRB for the Gary Russin program. That's one of our first show moves. The second show move, and possibly not be on at all because the Cubs play Friday night, first game of the playoffs, and I would like to watch it. So I don't know if I'm going to do Jazz Friday night or not. I will post if I do. Otherwise, prepare for another jazz broadcast setup coming up on our Freestyle Fall Spectacular here on GJRB. And I'll, like I said, I'll post if we do a one for you, okay? So just to let you know if have that show on. Alright, but meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and see what's going on in the news, and we're going to do it that way via my Facebook page as we go in and scroll through social media here on GJRB, and let's see if there's any news going on in the here right now. And usually I usually go into see if In Time Headlines has sent something, and see what's going on. So this is conversational news right here on GJRB. Conversational true news here on GJRB, and it's kind of a spin-off to our True News and Comment. It starts off today with Yahoo, and they're secretly scanning customers' emails for NSA and the FBI. This is according to a story from End Time Headlines reporting this. The story comes out that U.S. intelligence officers, according to people familiar with the matter, company complied with classified U.S. government directives scanning hundreds and millions of Yahoo Mail accounts at the behest of the National Security and FBI. Two former employees and third persons apprised of the events. Some surveillance experts say that represents the first case to service of a U.S. internet company agreeing to spy agencies, demanding and searching all arriving messages, as opposed to examining stored messages or scanning a small number of amounts in real time. So you've got to wonder about that one. Yep, that's what they're going to do here. They're going to scan. So if you are one of those that I use my email account only for incoming stuff regarding some stuff for the show and various things like that, but I really don't use it for all that much, but I use it quite a bit anyhow. It's just to get messages and retrieve music from my from people who send me music. Hey, here's a question, and we're going to talk about this on the Gary Russin program because Halloween's coming up. Harmless fun or demonic doorway? According to that, we're going to talk about that coming up. And let's see. And else. Oh yeah, well, here's one. Due to the clown hysteria, there are schools that are banning clown costumes. Starts in Connecticut. Their district is banning clown costumes of any kind, symbols of terror. During last year's Halloween season, authorities investigated the authenticity of a number of clown-related media postings. New Haven public school officials said on Monday the principals and building leaders are requesting that a ban be made on any costumes of clowns. They're going to nip this in the bud, as what's his name? Barney Fife would say on Andy Griffith nipping the bud. Yeah, they're going to do that. They want to ban all clown costumes. Investigating Volunteer police are accounted for the photo sharing and social media sites Instagram. The account was loaded with 4 photos showing menacing-looking clowns with captions telling several area schools to watch out and wait and see whether alleged threats are fake is in question. So we'll talk more about that next week on the Gary Wrestling Program. So tune in for that here on GJRB, because I tell you what, I have to wonder about that myself. You know, I don't know. This whole clown thing is getting out of hand. The other night I was listening to my scanner on the computer here, and believe it or not, right here in our very own town in Clinton, they spotted a clown. So it's everywhere. You can't get out of this one. They're boy, oh boy, oh boy, they're just, they don't quit with this stuff. Imagine that. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that. Positive Rock Show, GJRB online on Spreaker. That's a look at the news this time. News throughout the day on the Gary Wrestling Program. True news that's not in the mainstream. I'm Gary J. Wrestling at the GJRB News Desk. Let's get back into more of that great Christian rock. Oh, yeah, I love this band. These guys are fabulous. I even like the name of them. They come out of Wake Village. Michael Farron is his name. Some parts on the Wake Village. This is a song called Worth Everything. This is Pocket Full of Rocks on the Positive Rock Show.
Inside my heart, trying to find a part, not just anything I could give a key. Maybe there's something I've said, maybe there's something I've done, or just anything to make me wanna see. Step back to see just what I have, and tonight to spend what I found. There's a pile of failures. What was I to say? What was I to do? Now that I stand here, nothing I could give to you. But I hear your voice call. Savior, the ultimate sacrifice.